I know a lot of women still operating in their ego right now when it comes to these niggas, but it comes a time in your ascension journey when you stop giving a fuck about what a nigga think. You stop giving a fuck about who else a nigga might find attractive, and you stop trying to appeal to the male gaze in general. A lot of women are so deep in their ego and running themselves ragged. They like, oh, I gotta be a nigga pretty as fuck. You want to have the clearest skin. You want to have the fattest ass, the perkiest titties, the flattest stomach. But that's never going to stop a nigga from sticking his dick in another bitch. It's plenty of gorgeous women who can attest to the same shit, because at the end of the day, it was never about the women that they had. It was about the lack of discipline that they couldn't function in. All a bitch gotta be is relatively attractive, even if that, you know what I'm saying, have proximity to your nigga and some convenient coochie, and he's going, because in most cases the average nigga is operating from a place of scarcity. And while he may have you at home and you may be all of the motherfucking things and be the best thing since sliced bread, nigga is not gonna give a fuck about that in a moment where novelty is knocking at his motherfucking door and he has the opportunity to try something new. Y'all be cursing at the sky talking about something. This bitch ain't half of me. She ain't this, she ain't that, and she ain't. And you all of that. However, that didn't stop that nigga though. I'm telling y'all, in the grand scheme of things, none of this shit fucking matters. None of it fucking matters. You wanna know what the real flex is? A nigga who's gonna respect you in your face and behind your fucking back. You so worried about being a nigga baddest bitch and prettiest baby mother. But let's just say there is an opportunity where he's around a whole bunch of gorgeous women. Is he going to turn them down on the behalf of you? I'm not at all asking women to take responsibility for the poor behavior of men. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're as bad as a bitch as you think you are, the minute that you get a whiff that a nigga might even think to have the capacity of disrespecting you, you the fuck up out of there. Because that's what real bad bitches do. Real bad bitches don't stick around and get played over and over. And I've seen some very aesthetically pleasing women in my lifetime, but them hoes ain't checking out as thorough in my book. I'd rather be the most thorough and unfuckwittable bitch that a nigga ever had than being a nigga prettiest piece of pussy getting played still laying on my back to a